Hello everyone, this is JPL back for another Clone Wars review. And today I'll be reviewing the Rebels arc. Wow. This was a pretty interesting arc. It leads into Rebels, and then hopefully it also leads into Rogue One. So yeah, let's start. So I'll start off by saying that Onderon, it had a weird city name. They called it the City of Isis. Now, that is just, because, nowadays, with our current politics, it doesn't seem to fit. And, they call the rebels terrorists, and they have public executions. Do you understand my meaning there? I mean, this is just some, really, just really, close to parallel right there. And, yeah. Anyway, so, we get to see Lux Bonteri again, it's always fun. I always like to seeing him around, especially him and Ahsoka. I still want that ship to happen, though. With this arc, it's no longer there. Saul Guerrera is introduced here. Now, he is actually an insignificant character, but, once you get to Rebels and Rogue One, then he becomes much more known, and so that's why I just want to point him out here. His character's nice. Anyway, I like that there's just a rivalry between Ahsoka and Ahsoka and Stila about Lux Bonteri. There's that whole girl jealousy act. They both want him, and both trying to get him. And it's just interesting to see that in Star Wars, something we've never seen before. And when they enter the city, why are they not identified immediately? I mean, Lux Bonteri, he is a known separatist that betrayed the Separatists. Why isn't he identifiable? He was in clear view to the droids. Why did they not identify him? It's just really confusing. Those droids are terrible. They need to identify things a lot more. Anyway, it's also how you can see that the rebels, they are treated as terrorists, and their acts of terrorism, of rebellion, just don't fit to the people at first. And just seeing how the people, they don't immediately trust them was kind of realistic, because as humans we would not actually trust people at first. Anyway, so here we get a droid general, which I don't know. I mean, the droid general, he's menacing, he's pretty smart, he can thwart some clones, but the thing, I'm not sure about him is that we never see him in the prequels. We never see that kind of droid in the prequels, and that stuff like that bugs me, because I grew up with the prequels as a kid, and just to see that this thing is new and it's nowhere to be found there in the same time period, it annoys me very much. I wrote down feelings right here. I don't remember what it was that I wrote. What was I thinking? I can't remember. I mean, I wrote it down for a reason. Did it have something to do with the king or Rebels? Anyway, I guess I'll never know. Anyway, up next we have the holograms. Now, how do holograms work again? Because when we saw the hologram here, whenever the hologram opened up, the table started to shake, and so did the thing. So how does that work exactly? I don't see how that works. And yeah, the rebels have finally been identified as who they are. But it took them way too long. Lux Bonteri should have been the easiest one. I mean, even the kings recognize Lux Bonteri. Anyway, so we get executions. It's interesting to see how that was done there. And honestly, what Star Wars needs more is one-way shields. You know, that is a really useful shield that we need more of. And finally, the yellow Magna Guard. I very much despise them because it's just because of the whole we never see yellow Magna Guards like in Star Wars, like in the prequels. Now you could argue, you know, it's special, like for Count Dooku and stuff. Well, in the third episode, Count Dooku was on a ship, and there were Magna Guards there. So why weren't they yellow? I only ask you that. Anyway, up next, Lux gets kissed by a girl. Oh, I know what feelings means now. Anyway, Lux gets kissed by Stila. And, you know, that just eliminates the whole ship between him and Ahsoka. It's really sad, but anyway, I now remember what feelings meant. You know, Ahsoka, she had feelings about the whole thing, and it's just fun to see, like, Anakin, he can sense that, and he can connect with her about that. It was fun. Anyway, we get to see the droid gunships. They come back. And, you know, I was just been waiting to see them for the entire show. The gunships were a toy or Lego sets, like, during the first season. And so I was just always wondering, where are these gunships? I want them. Anyway. Oh, yeah, pirates. Pirates are always fun. Hondo is the best pirate of all. Seeing him, just his interactions with the characters and with Ahsoka. There is a slight brokenness of continuity with the official order of the episodes, but just don't think about that. Anyway. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this arc. This arc, you know, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the best arc ever. It had interesting concepts, but overall, it's just a classic tale of the citizens against, you know, the evil king kind of thing. And that's basically what it was. Anyway, to rate this arc, I'm going to rate it a 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.